Thank you, Ayub. I think I would want to respond to what Javas has said, saying that some of us are, we use generalities. And like he quoted
meetings.
About the meetings. I think Javas may want to know. And I think listening to the arguments by Javas and those by Faith, you realize that Javas is more political than legal. But unfortunately, I don't know whether he has ever been elected. I think, I respect people. I'm just saying this because there are things that he does not know and which I may want him to know. That, when I say meetings were there, Javas may want to look at it from a legal standpoint. Where? By who? Who was the convener? Those are legal issues. They are political issues. If, for example, and that's why I'm telling him, if he has been to Parliament, at least for maybe a session, he would know that what I'm saying are not generalities. Why? Because politically, the president can actually even call you when you are with me, and you will show me, see, this is the president calling me. Let me answer him. Of course, I've seen it is the president calling that particular member of Parliament. Now, if I tell you the president called Ruto, if you tell me to provide evidence, of course, I may not have that evidence. Any vote that happens in Parliament, and that's why I'm telling Javas that there are things he may not know. Yeah. There is a lot of lobbying in the House, and of course, when you are watching, you will see people go together, they are consulting. Those are not things, what people say there, those are not things you can provide evidence for. So they are political matters.
You're talking about the small kamukunjis, the informal kamukunjis by law.
Informal kamukunjis, there's a lot of lobbying. So, people do meet. Yeah. They don't have to be formal meetings with minutes and, but of course we talk to one another.
The point is, I'm asking, is there an instance where you saw an MP who was being called by the president?
Of course, many.
But you're not privy to the conversation?
Many. Of course, we share. Somebody will tell you, this is what the president was telling me, and this is what I've told him. Those are not things you can prove, of course, but they are truths. So there's a lot of mobilization, there's a lot of lobbying with any particular decision that is made, in political circles. When the other thing that disappoints me about Javas, being a lawyer, when he says in his earlier submission, why is Gachagua clinging? I thought as a lawyer, he should know that he is clinging to fight for his rights within the judiciary because he has his rights as a Kenyan. So when a lawyer says, why is somebody clinging, then it is disappointing because the lawyer should know. A lawyer of Bigambo's standing should know that every Kenyan has a right to pursue their justice to the end, to the Supreme Court. So when you ask why, just a minute, when you ask why, somebody is clinging, then of course you show that you are. I think I like Faith's arguments. Purely legal, and you can see they have legal. Yeah. You seated here, you wouldn't tell, where Faith stands as far as in the matter of this particular impeachment. Yeah. But anybody, even a lay person, will tell you that Javas supports the impeachment of Rigathi Gachagua. Yeah. So I think it's important that we be, non-partisan so that we can be able to. But of course, as politicians, of course, you know my stand. Yeah. You know Ruko's stand. So I think for us, we are,
Thank you.
But
by the way,
I think I want to correct.
By the way, the Law Society of Kenya is joining the case presented by